It's time for Mount Vernon Rams baseball on WMIX, on your radio at AM 940 and online at WMIXsports.com. Rams baseball is presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the WMIX Sports mobile studios for Mount Vernon Rams baseball. Rams pregame show starts now.
And good afternoon. Welcome in to Brennan Klein Memorial Field. Glad to have you with us from the WMIX Sports mobile studios for your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside as we bring you both games of a doubleheader today between the Mount Vernon Rams 3-2 and the 1-0 Green Wave from Mattoon. We need to sneak in a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk about this matchup between these two teams that have been playing this Saturday doubleheader for many years. The JV, of course, on the road today in Coles County. We'll talk about that as well. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
I'm Jason Lord with a look at your next round weather. It'll be cloudy but warmer for this afternoon, high of 54. Cloudy for tonight as rain arrives. The rain can mix with snow across northern areas, low at 35. Cloudy and colder, we do see a mix of rain and snow, becoming all snow by the afternoon. Snow will accumulate around 2 to 4 inches into the evening hours. Temperatures nearly steady or falling through the 30s. Then it will be cloudy and cold with a few flurries on Monday, the high 38. Next round weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
We're all pressed for time. Work keeps piling up on your desk, the kids have practice, and you have to find time for dinner. Hi, Roy Schmidt Ford dealer at Ford Square and Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center in Mount Vernon. With all the miles you put on your vehicle, it's easy to forget about servicing your vehicle. Allow me to introduce two websites to make your service experience even easier. At FordSquare.com and KingCityChrysler.com, you can schedule your service appointment online. You tell us what you need and we will make it happen. Or if you're really on the go, try our new Express Lube at King City Chrysler with no appointment necessary. It's that simple. Ford Square 1501 Broadway and King City Chrysler 1603 Broadway of Mount Vernon. Find us online or on Facebook.
You can count on us. Yes, you can.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back to Brennan Klein Memorial Field. Landers Collision Center's pregame show rolls on. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside. DC, the 3-2 Mount Vernon Rams, a 2-game losing streak in the Mississippi Valley Conference. Waterloo and Triad. 2 games this week, but they look to get back to their winning ways against a 1-0 Green Wave team from Mattoon, a team that has had some success in the postseason. Of course, Coach Jackley has 550-plus in the win column. Should be a good one today here for Brennan Klein Memorial Field. Unfortunately, not much time to break down this game, but still some time to get in the Central Christian Church batting order for the Green Wave. We'll start us off.
Leading off in center field will be Carter Price. Batting second and third will be Ryan Sparks. And batting third at short, Ryan Hutchinson. In the fourth spot is Alex Stone. Batting fifth at DH, Peyton Hartbank. And batting seventh, actually he's in right field. The DH is Mitch Gotts, batting seventh. Batting sixth. Batting seventh will be catcher Rhett Farmer. Batting eighth, second baseman Clay Warfel. And batting ninth in left field will be Gunnar Rolling for the Mattoon Green Wave, depending on how you pronounce it.
On the weather radio.
Weather Service Radio.
But there you go. Those are your batting order. Or that is your batting order for Mattoon.
It is.
Weather radio references always get.
Oh, the weather radio references will be coming hot and heavy here over the next 24 hours.
And they could very well be. Of course, Central Christian Church brings you the starting lineups. Incredible things are happening at Central. Look no further than their website, thenewscentral.com, where you can watch their Friday night and Sunday services online. Log on to thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church is loving God and loving people. The first pitch, it's a ball to the outside of the left-handed bat, Carter Price, and we get underway at 12:56 today. Glad to have you with us. Pitcher on the hill today for the Mount Vernon Rams, making his first start of the season is Trevor Flota. Quickly at 2-0 count as Price gets ahead of the pitcher here. Left-handed bat, Mattoon, of course, in their yellow 1973 Oakland A's tops, green numerics trimmed in white. As the next pitch comes low and inside, it's going to be 3-0 quickly. Hitters count here.
Mount Vernon in their throwback grays.
Yes. I like
Brought them out. We like those with the 1980 San Francisco Giants tie stock.
Amen. Here comes 3-0. Catches the outside corner. Maybe the obligatory 3-1 call. We'll find out.
Wind kind of blowing in here at Brendan Klein, about 5 to 10 mile an hour. Cold day. Ball won't travel much out to right center and right field.
Good catch. About 9, actually, out of the east-northeast. And that's going to be a 3-1 pitch that just misses up. And that'll be a leadoff walk to the lefty Carter Price. It'll bring up Ryan Sparks. Of course, Ryan Hutchinson, as you heard in our batting order to follow here in the top half of the first. No score, no outs, but a runner aboard as Sparks, the third baseman, will stand in right side of the box. For the Rams defensively, around the horn, it is Sawyer Harrison, Matthew Williams, Hayden Panensky, and Colton Metter in your infield. The catcher, Colin Young. Of course, the backstop, your pitcher, Trevor Flota. The first pitch of this at-bat to Sparks. Uh-oh, friend. That's
no,
where he would have
parked. Our friend's not here today.
Our friend's in a different vehicle.
Yeah.
That is a loud strike, 0-1 here to Sparks. Your outfield today, a little bit of a different look to the Ram defense. Pat Bradford back out in left. Landon Thomas patrolling the wide territory out in center. Jake Pike, of course, back in right field today. As Flota will look at the runner, fires over the first base, and back without a problem on the high throw is Carter Price. So 1 on, nobody out, top of the first, scoreless ball game. The Rams in Green Wave here from BK Field. It's going to be in the dirt. Outside, Ryan Sparks evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike, and that is a name synonymous with Green Wave baseball over the past few years. Felt like we've seen him for quite a while. Or I have, I guess. You will feel that way eventually. As we wait the 1-1, Flota out of the stretch, the right-hander will fire. It's going to miss inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Sparks. Hutchinson to follow here in this home half of the first. Rams baseball, of course, is powered by Community First Bank. See Kathy or Marcia in Mount Vernon. Friendly faces. At Community First Bank of the Heartland with 5 Jefferson County locations, they welcome you back to personal banking, member FDIC. We wait the 2-1 on its way. Yikes. Yeah. Hello.
I would expect some movement from the runners here. I don't expect Graham Mattoon to be laying around. Of course, remember the Big 12 last year. Now remember that Apollo Conference. They move down or move across, however you want to
New
go.
look Apollo. They'll welcome Taylorville into the not-too-distant future. I can't remember if that's 13-14 or 14-15. Runner a marginal lead. He'll go on 2-2 inside. Young's going to fire down to second base. They're covering. Is Matthew Williams. The throw is not in time. And that was a great attempt to try to get the runner, but a speedy Carter Price sneaks in with the stolen base, and there's a runner in scoring position now.
Problem with that was stolen off the pitcher. Didn't really give a good look or a pause or hesitation, and Price simply had the right idea. It took off on first movement.
It's a full count with a runner on second and nobody out at the top of the first. Got it away just about 5 minutes ago. Glad to have you. It's going to be a pitch inside. That'll ring him up. Backwards K for T. Flo. It's going to be the first down of the inning. And that'll bring up Ryan Hutchinson with an RBI chance. The shortstop will step in. Of course, the Green Wave 1-0 on the season. Have not gotten a lot of games in. Of course, they're experiencing the same difficulties many of the teams north of I-70 are, and that it's been so cold. That's been difficult to get games in. Of course, the weather last week, as they're going to try to pick off play at second. Covering was Williams. The Flota throw is not in time. That was a good head-first dive by Price. Well, to get back in.
With what's coming tomorrow and tomorrow night, they're not going to get games in up there either. I would say the Mount Vernon-Effingham game in doubt at this point.
It was in doubt even without the weather, of course, as we speak somewhat tongue-in-cheek. It's the first pitch to the right-hander. Hutchinson sneaks outside. We've probably in the 7 years that we will have been doing Rams baseball on WMIX on a regular basis have gotten that game in probably twice. So we'll see what happens. 1-0 the count on the batter, Hutchinson. Right-handed bat with an RBI chance here in the top of the first. And that's going to be hit into left field. Bradford on his horse makes the grab as he gets to his knees. He'll get the cheer from the crowd, and that'll be 2 away, and it keeps the runner at second base.
That's a tough play there for Pat because he's moving to his right, has to reach across his body with the gloved hand, has that ball starting down away from him off the stick. And he was lucky to get that one because if he doesn't get that one, that probably bounces all the way to the wall. What a nice play by Bradford to stop an extra base hit.
Little glove love there from Pat the Bat playing out in left field today. Great defensive play. 2 outs to the board with the runner on second. No score here. Top of the first. Brings up a cleanup bat, Alex Stone. He'll take a pitch in the dirt. Looks like it snuck away. And it'll be 1-0 here to Stone. Not quite as stone cold as it has been over the past few days. About 49 degrees with sunny skies.
Wednesday was ridiculous.
Wind starting to calm out of the east-northeast. 1-0 pitch, high fastball, swung a miss. It's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike to Stone.
Now in the last couple batters, last 4 or 5 pitches, Flota's done a much better job with his release point in a more consistent place right now.
That's exactly what the Rams are going to need. The right-hander, of course, firing out of the stretch on 1-1. Ooh, snuck one in inside corner. That's a good pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Stone. Hartbank, should Stone keep the inning alive here, the top half of the first. Pretty well just on her way, just past the top of the hour. We'll take care of that in just a moment. Well, depends on what happens on the 1-2. Here's the pitch on the way from Flota. Ooh, that's going to be fisted foul. On that note, it is the top of the hour. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
This is Rams Baseball on WMIX Mount Vernon and all of Southern Illinois. Or pick us up on any device at WMIXsports.com. Yet more free services from Withers Broadcasting.
Free indeed, courtesy of our sponsors like Community First Bank, the official voice of the Rams. 1-2, a front-footed attempt by Alex Stone to be fouled down the right field line and out of play. Here with 2 outs, the runner on second base. You're just joining us. No score in the first. We got started a little early. Scheduled for a 1 o'clock start, but when the get's good, you might as well get going. The umpires were here. Both teams had wrapped up their infield, outfield practices. And so here we are. We got underway at about 12:56, just 4 minutes early. We're about 7 minutes into this first inning with no score and a runner on second base. As Flota's going to walk off the hill and look at the runner back. Much better weather here today. We will take this. Hopefully it'll get better, at least for us, in the coming week. 1-2 is going to miss high. The count's even quickly to Stone. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a runner on second base. Here to score this top half of the first. Landon Thomas, of course, shading over towards right center with a right-handed bat, playing for the push possibly. 2-2 the count. Here comes. High overhead. That'll work the count full. Good at bat here for Alex Stone.
Good at bat, but Trevor right now battling that release point. Had a groove there in the last 10 or 12 pitches, and now that pitch, that release point was over outside of his body too much, and that was why the ball's held up and in.
Full count. Could be make or break for T. Flo. Let's see what happens with 2 gone. Pitch on the way, fouled right back to us. There you go.
Yeah. That ball went through the netting again.
Yeah, that's good.
That's getting to the point where netting may not be a needed thing. It might need to be a fence. Netting is not going to last very long.
It's a full count, 2 gone. Runner on second, right down the middle, fouled off. That's going to go toward the right. We'll get you some scores today. A little bit later on, we already do have some finals. Oh, go ahead.
Harrisburg beat Rochelle in baseball 5-4. Softball over Jersey 6-4. Pinckneyville over Vienna 5-1, and Goreville over Shawnee 13-1.
Big fan of dividends. You pay big ones. Scoreboard update is presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. And, of course, Tony glad to help your family with their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. Of course, that's Tony, W-I-E-L-T. As Trevor Flota looks to runner back, steps off the rubber. Full count on the batter. Alex Stone, the first baseman, with a runner on second and 2 outs in a scoreless top half the first. And now they're playing with the runner, and he... What was that mechanic?
Well, too many attempts. Yeah, too many attempts at second. The runner, Price, at second, got an idea they're watching him, and he's had to dive back 2 or 3 times already. That stick's going to have to end.
Yes, it is. Out of the stretch, 3-2 pitch on the way, and it's going to be sent foul over the first base dugout. Keeps the count full, 2 outs, and a runner on second base.
10th pitch of the at-bat coming up here.
You said that yesterday. You get bonus points in some video games for that. Let's see what we got. Plenty to tell you about, plenty of sponsors. We're glad to have all of them aboard. Rams Athletics here on WMIX. Are you kidding me? As they fake to second base. We have a full count with 2 outs in the top of the first. Still no score. We're in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Was there the other day. Full count. Here it comes. Down the middle, foul back. Uh-oh. Thought that was going toward the white studio. Eek.
Well, this is a great at-bat. I mean, this is a battle. What Stone's doing, number one, he's getting Flota to throw a lot of pitches. Number 2, the guys in his dugout are getting a really good look at all the pitches that Flota could throw.
In the repertoire here. Full count, 2 gone. Runner on second here in the top of the first. Fouls another one back. The count stays the same. Stone is getting his money's worth out of this. Not the crowd who doesn't pay to get in, getting their money's worth as well.
And the thing is, too, he's fouling pitches off straight back. So he is right on Flota. He's just missing where he needs to hit it, because the ones that foul straight back are the ones that you're right on.
Full count with 2 gone. Again, still in the top half of the first if you've just tuned in. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Outside corner, it's going to miss, and that a great at-bat that pays off for Stone. He takes first base, and it puts 2 on with 2 out now, as we'll see Peyton Hartbank, the right fielder, looking like a right-handed bat, but we'll see. They'll toss the bat out of the left side batter's box, and we will get back to the action here. We gave you those scores a moment ago. Stay tuned. You can follow us on Twitter, of course, to stay up to date at WMIX Sports. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Hartbank is a lefty. Interesting. So 2 on, 2 out, top of the first inning. Rams and Green Wave. Mattoon, of course, now in the Apollo Conference after many, many a year in the Big 12. Instead of teams like, they still have the Decatur teams, I understand it, on their schedule, but instead of seeing teams like Decatur MacArthur, Decatur Eisenhower, Champaign schools, some of the Twin Cities on a regular basis, they'll now be conference games will be the likes of Salem and eventually Taylorville. Paris will depart. Of course, Mount Zion remains in the Apollo Conference. Charleston, of course, the Coles County
Alton Civic side at 3, speaking of that area of the woods.
This will be a foul ball in the first pitch seen by the lefty Hartbank. This is over the third base dugout. And it's an 0-1 count quickly as Hartbank falls behind.
Murphy has also defeated Gordonville in baseball 7-3.
Wow. Rams will play Murfreesboro, I believe, again this year. I think they came up here and stinged the Rams last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a ground ball to second base. Beninsky will pick it up, fires to first. That'll retire the side. We're through one half inning with no score as the Green Wave strand a couple. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The 2013 Chevy Silverado is the hardest working, longest lasting truck on the market. And Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon has the best selection of Silverados in the area. Right now, you can get rebates up to $6,000 on the Silverado. Plus, get 2 years or 24,000 miles worth of free oil changes with your purchase. Nobody offers you more for your trade than Schmidt Chevrolet. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Listen to us from any device at WMIXsports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back, WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Jesse Clark doing a heck of a job, bang-up job back at our Mount Vernon studio as we threw her a curveball today, and as far as I'm concerned thus far, it's hit it out of the park. For the Rams, we do need to get to know their batting order, however, courtesy of Central Christian Church.
Leading off will be Matthew Williams, followed by Landon Thomas and Colin Young. Colton Metters in the cleanup spot, followed by Pat Bradford and Trevor Flota. And in 7-8-9 will be Jake Pike, Sawyer Harrison, and Hayden Paninsky for the Mount Vernon Rams, coached by Tim Holloway.
There you go. Incredible things. They do happen at Central Christian Church in Mount Vernon. Pop-up ad at my free app. Central offers exciting worship experiences packed with energy, relevant teaching, and awesome programming for children and youth. Log on to thenewcentral.com for service times and more information as they take care of some of the holes behind the netting. Still have one.
The netting took a beating, and
after all this vandalism over the years. Yes. As Williams starts us off, swings the fastball from the left-hander Austin Warren on the mound.
Another look at a lefty. Mount Vernon's seen a lot of lefties so far this spring, and we're still in March.
And they're getting another one here today. 0-1 the count, right-handed bat, so a righty-lefty matchup. Out of the windup it comes. Another high fastball. This one will just miss outside, and the count should even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Defensively, though, for the Green Wave, it'll be Rolling, Price, and Hartbank left to right in the outfield. We'll get to your infield and battery here in just a moment after the 1-1 pitch. Winding and firing, of course, is Warren. Good curveball. Pounds it inside, but just misses. 2 balls and a strike. Sparks, Hutchinson, Warfel, and Stone from third to first around the horn. And Farmer catching the left-handed pitcher, Austin Warren. Has a 2-1 count on Matthew Williams. Rams shortstop, pitch on the way, foul, back, and it'll even the count 2-2. Our friend is parked in a different place today.
Well, yeah.
He said that he was in a different vehicle and felt like he'd go more off-road, and that's exactly what he did. We'll see how he fares over the course of today's action. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Williams gets it started, so thus there's nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom half of the first. Scoreless ball game between the Rams and Green Wave, and another breaking pitch. It just misses inside, 3-2. Things could be a little interesting. Have to acclimate to this strike zone. Full count for Williams. Takes it outside. Good eye by Matthew, and it'll be a leadoff walk. But you'll take that at this point.
That's a good start. I think the Mount Vernon Bats need to warm up a little bit today. The weather is about as good as it gets. Time to get going. A lot of people sitting in the sun today rather than the seats closed.
Can't blame them. Williams is going to get a bit of a lead off of first as the lefty Landon Thomas will stand in. Rams center fielder. They check on Williams. High throw. No chance at a tag as they hold the runner on first. Hey, how about that? About the brains kind of thawed out a little bit. Lefty-lefty matchup here on the bump. They're going to check on Williams again. The throw will get away, and Williams is going to go ahead and take off after inadvertently tripping the first baseman, and he will get to second base without a throw.
I'll go for an E3.
Yes, sir.
First baseman should have made that play.
Couldn't. Great throw. And then panicked and tripped over the runner who had right away in that particular instance. So Thomas will stand back in, having yet to see a pitch. First pitch to Thomas is going to be high. It's 1-0. Familiar faces in different places. Community First Bank continues to expand in Jefferson County. Already 5 locations. Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ida. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC as we wait the 1-0 with a runner on second. Good poke through the left side of the infield. That could score Williams. He'll be waved around. Throw on the way from Roll. He's cut off by the shortstop, and he is in safely. Except for that he's punched out. Typically, an out requires a tag.
Well, it was one of those deals. It wasn't even that the ball beat the runner in. Matthew Williams got in feet first. The tag was high, shoulder up above to the head. Did get the tag on, but the feet were probably in. However, the umpire saw it differently. Therefore, it is a punch-out. So Thomas will get credited for a single, and the first out of the inning comes at home plate on what turned out to be a 7-5-2.
Huh.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Still game of baseball.
Tag was high, on, I suppose.
Tag was high, but there was a tag, and in the umpire's mind, he didn't get to home plate in time, even with the high tag. That's what he signaled.
Well, be that as it may, this break in the action is presented by the Medicine Shop. Stop by the locally owned Medicine Shop Pharmacy, where customer service is their top priority. So we remain scoreless now with an out on the board here in the bottom half of the first. A runner on second, however, as Thomas did advance on the play, or lack thereof, at the plate. And it's an RBI chance for Colin Young.
You got to go do it again. Can't be frustrated and worry about that. You got to play on. Runner now still in scoring position. Same situation, just one out now.
Let's see what happens. No runs on one hit for the Rams. Of course, Mattoon had a couple stranded in their half of the first, but both came via the walk. Here comes the first pitch. Good pitch on the inside corner to Colin Young. And it's 0-1. Of course, Colin's signed to be a Lynx at Lindenwood Belleville today, where he will play collegiate baseball. 0-1 is the count. Runner on second base is Landon Thomas. Gets a little bit of a lead. Warren the lefty out of the stretch, looks back, checks, fires a curveball, catches. 0-2.
Wow. Like Mr. Warren is a handful. A little lefty,
Oh, yeah.
6 foot tall. Got a lot of zip, but not only that, but a lot of movement on his fastball. Late movement at the zone.
So time called by the batter. And here we go. No balls, 2 strikes. Game 1 of a doubleheader for you today. Rams and Mattoon. Flash, basically what usually happens. Ooh, punched out on the inside pitch. There'll be a backwards K. And wow. 2 away with a runner on second base here for the Rams.
It's a fist of fury punch out.
Yes, it was.
That's a left, right, left kind of thing.
That's
or right, left, right.
That's Little Joe versus whoever.
Wow.
And Mike Tyson's punch out. Good grief. All right. Oh, my. 2 gone, runner on second now for Metter. He'll punch one through. No, it won't. Good play there by Alex Stone. And 3 unassisted will end the inning. We're through 1. No score. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
You'll notice right away that Second Chance Auto doesn't depend on fancy sales gimmicks. Instead, you'll only find honest deals with no credit checks and instant approval. Take your income tax rebate and use it on the great quality used vehicle you really want. Cars, trucks, minivans, along with small, mid-size, and full-size SUVs. Most priced under $10,000 with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Family-owned for over 32 years, serving the families in our region. Located on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Too expensive to get back into shape? Not anymore. Rend Lake College's new fitness center is only $53 per semester. They've also thought of everything with universal machines, free weights, treadmills with dedicated TV screens, ellipticals, and more. Qualified dance instructors are also available. Or go at your own pace with DVDs that can be used in the exercise room. Best of all, it's open 7 days a week. Check out the Rend Lake College Fitness Center in the Marketplace off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon. Or log on to rendlakecollege.edu/fitcenter.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Vernon Klein Memorial Field from the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler Center, your Jeep headquarters in Southern Illinois. Find their selection online at kingcitychrysler.com or browse for yourself live and in person at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. We head to the top half of the second, due up for the Green Wave. It'll be Mitch Gott, Rhett Farmer, and Clay Warfel, as we have no score heading into this top half of inning number 2. So the righty Trevor Flota gets settled to be a foul ball in the first attempt. Right back to the backstop. 0-1 for Mitch Gott, the designated hitter. Match for the pitcher, Austin Warren, a crafty lefty that was able to get himself out of a minor jam there in the home half of the first inning. We still have no score. Here in frame number 2, 0-1 is on its way. A ground ball to Matthew Williams. No problem. Picks it up, fires across the diamond, grabbed by Metter in time, and it's 6-3.
You got to give some credit to these infielders right now for both teams. This infield at the dormant grass with some different spots on it, that ball's not going out there on true hops to the infielders. You never know what you're going to get until you get in your glove. And you got to credit the infielders here at Brendan Klein Field right now to have to battle through this.
Battling indeed, and we will see yet another left-hander. This time it's the catcher, Rhett Farmer. With nobody on and one out in the second, he'll take a fastball up and away. Batter's count, at least I should say the batter gets ahead of the count early. 1 ball and no strikes. Rend Lake College Player of the Game will come your way in our post-game show. We'll tell you more about RLC after the 1-0. Ground ball right back to the magnet, Matthew Williams. He'll fire across the diamond and back-to-back 6-3s to put 2 quick outs on the board.
That's good to see. If Trevor Flota is on, he's going to be able to get a lot of ground balls. And he's got an extra friend today with the wind blowing in from right to right center, but he also is more of a ground ball pitcher, and good to see so far some ground ball outs, 3 of them, in fact.
Of course, Warfel will step in with 2 outs. First pitch on the way. It's going to come inside. That'll miss. It'll be 1-0. Rend Lake College, of course. At Rend Lake College, you get a quality education and save thousands. Log on to rlc.edu to see which program is right for you. 1-0 count, bases empty, 2 gone in the second, foul tip, and it'll be 1-1. You okay? I know what you did.
Oh, yeah.
Yikes. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 gone and the bases empty, and this could be poked foul over our right shoulder. Remains 1-2. Rolling on deck here for Mattoon. Matton, of course, if you're listening to some other radios, Perfect Paul is actually the name of that male voice, in case you're wondering. 1-2 coming. Ground ball third. Harrison will pick it up. Fires across the diamond in time, and a 5-3 retires aside. 1-2-3 go the Wave. Here in the second. We're through 1.5, no score. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
The Medicine Shop wants to become your pharmacy of choice. It's so easy to transfer your prescription. All it takes is a phone call from you. And the Medicine Shop will take care of the rest. They accept Medco, TRICARE, Express Scripts, and many 90-day plans as well. Plus, you'll find their pharmacy staff so helpful. No long wait times, no hassles getting in and out of their pharmacy. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
In almost every case, if a person has PPO or HMO insurance where they pay a copay at the cash register, that copay will be identical wherever you go. And even if your card says Humana or Walmart or Walgreens, chances are you can use that prescription card anywhere. Just to be sure, give us a call and we can tell you over the phone if that's the case with your specific plan.
Don't forget to ask the Medicine Shop about delivery service to your home or workplace. Convenience and friendliness, all for the same cost. Only at the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
Hey, we're on Twitter at WMIX Sports, as you just heard. Please give us something to follow. I was going to say, we're on something too. Oh, my. Brendan Klein Memorial Field in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. Of course, Rams Baseball is powered by Community First Bank. With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. We head to the bottom half of the second inning. At the bat, Trevor Flota, Jake Pike. Get the Rams started here. That's Bradford, Flota, Pike, 5, 6, and 7. Here for the Rams against the crappy lefty, Austin Warren. Here comes the first pitch of the inning. Bradford gives chase, swings and misses, and it'll be 0-1. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Thank Jesse Clark back at our Mount Vernon studio. As we near the bottom of the 1 o'clock hour, not there yet. 0-1 the count here, though, the Bradford. Takes one high, but apparently everything in play. It's 0-2.
Oh. This is a early supper time strike zone.
Maybe somebody wants to go to Danville tonight. 0-2.
Yeah, that's true. Want to go watch Red Lake play.
Good luck to the Warriors, of course. They play for Division II National Championship. Bradford got a piece of it. No, he didn't. He'll run down to first, and stepping on the bag is Alex Stone for the out.
Okay. I'm back now.
Okay. I hope so.
Almost in tears.
Yeah. Green tea makes an appearance. Some Nutter Butters. Ain't no doubt about Trevor Flota. Right-handed bat for the Rams. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the second, we're scoreless as Flota punches one foul down right field line.
Oh!
What happened?
That hit, and I mean hit hard.
Thanks.
Maybe the shed down there.
Let's hope that's what it was, and that it's
because that didn't sound very good.
0-1 is the count here on T-Flow. 1 out, bases empty. Bottom second, no score. Ooh, he'll punch this one just foul down the right side.
That's a great swing by Trevor Flota. Curveball spinning there on the outside corner. Didn't try to pull it. Drove it down the right side just with the foul. That's what you got to do as a hitter.
Of course, the Rams and what we hope will become their Saturday alternates today.
Oh, no kidding.
As, tell you what, if these are from Tim's first year, they were ahead of their time in design.
Yeah.
Look at it. 0-2, here it comes. Ooh, a high fastball for a strike. And that'll be a backwards pitch. It's also the third strikeout of the afternoon for Austin Warren. With 2 away, Jake Pike will stand in.
Warren's got command of the zone. And floated that time kind of crowding the plate a little bit. Warren threw it right down the middle. Trevor tried to tell the umpire on that strike wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Looks like Warren's regulating.
Well,
2 gone as the lefty Pike stands in. Here we go. Low and away. That's a good pitch.
I like Mr. Warren already. Very crafty about what he does as far as pitching and changing pitches and throwing certain ones at certain times.
1-0 count on the batter Pike. Lefty will take it low this time. It'll be 2 balls, no strikes with 2 outs. The base is empty. Scoreless, believe it or not, in the bottom half of the second inning. One of our booster sponsors, of course, you heard Big Dave Severn on the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow. If you can put a logo on it, All Stars and Stitches can probably print it. We'll tell you more about All Stars after the 2-0 pitch catches the outside corner to Pike. It'll make it 2-1, but All Stars and Stitches, again, put that logo on it. They can print it. Whether you need banners, signs, promotional products, trophies, awards, or even apparel. All Stars and Stitches, call 435-5555. 2-1 gets outside to the left-handed bat. It's 2-2. 3-1. Oops. The only bad thing about this book is you have to kind of keep track of your own. There's no columns for balls and strikes. But the 3-1 coming. Ground ball to the shortstop. Hutchinson on the backhand and stab fires across the diamond, not in time. Infield single for Jake Pike. Pike hustled all the way down the first base line. Hutchinson had some trouble. Went with the backhand initially. Had a cannon across the diamond, however. Ooh, nice grab on the bat by Hayden Peninsky in the on-deck circle.
Veteran, crafty veteran with the 3/4 sleeves on today.
Might be a source of comfort for some.
He's got that belt tied up about 4 notches. Keep those pants up, though.
Yep. These were larger uniforms. That's why the Rams only wore them for a year. As the first pitch to the right-hander Sawyer Harrison with a runner on first and 2 outs in the second, scoreless, is outside. 1-0 to Sawyer. Of course, the Rams are wearing these gray uniforms we haven't seen before with a black stripe down the side. But the tops are gray with kind of with black lettering. It says Rams instead of Mount Vernon or MV.
Yeah.
Rams spelled out, black block lettering with orange trim and a numeric on the back. And numerics on the front even. I like that. Mattoon does not have that same courtesy. They'll check on the runner at first. He's safe. Pike gets in with a head-first dive. It's a 1-0 count on the batter Harrison. 2 outs. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. You're a celebrity everywhere. 1-0 coming.
I've been talking that. I was swinging a miss. I've been talking to that young cherub for about a week now in the hallway about when you're coming out, when you see the game, been looking out for you. So he's here today.
Here in the box, Sawyer Harrison. 1-1 count, 2 outs, a runner on first base in the home half of the second inning. No score. Pitch on the way. Just misses up and out. Be 2-1.
Hallway conversations with the youngsters.
I don't doubt that in the least bit. They'll check on Pike again. Barely gets back.
Move. Quick step off and throw the first. Different move than what we've seen out of Warren so far.
Oh, Warren. There we go. Next pitch misses high.
Yep.
And it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. A runner on first for the Rams in the home half of the second inning. Scoreless thus far. No runs on 2 hits for the Rams. They have stranded a pair today. Actually, we're only in the second inning. They've only stranded 1 thus far. Maybe that was Nostradamus-like thinking as Harrison swings and misses 2-2.
Only 1 so far. 1 was thrown out at the plate, allegedly.
A phone on the field or a phone behind?
That is a knockoff 2003 ringtone there.
Sounded like it could have been the intro to a polyphonic Cruel Summer by Bananarama. 2-2 the count, 2 gone, runner on first is going, and that's going to do it for the Rams through 2 innings. A strikeout to end the inning. That's the 4th strikeout day for Warren, and that's going to do it through 2. Still no score. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois welcomes Dr. Beth Conrarty to their medical staff. Dr. Conrarty specializes in comprehensive pain management using a multidisciplinary team approach by working with other specialists for optimal diagnosis and treatment of pain. Dr. Conrarty will treat most conditions of the spine, including management of cancer pain. Dr. Beth Conrarty, helping to make life better day after day at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois in Mount Vernon. Call 618-242-3778.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And welcome back to Rams Baseball at WMIX and WMIXSports.com. Listen to us on any device on our new website. We're glad to have you. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside. For Green Wave of Mattoon, it'll be Rolling, Price, and Sparks. 9-1-2 here in the third. We're scoreless. Flota back on the hill, fires a fastball high, and it'll miss for 1-0. If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home at Dixon and Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC as the 1-0 begets 2-0. Missed below. 2 balls, no strikes to Rolling, the left fielder. First time through the Green Wave lineup. See what kind of adjustments they make at the plate coming through a second time. This is right down the middle on 2-0. Becomes 2 balls and a strike. Ooh. Get some scores here at some point in this inning. Probably plenty of time. 2-1 coming. This is going to be sent. Pop fly down the right field line. Shifting foul and out of play. It's already foul. Shifting out of play. It's 2-2.
Nobody was getting to that one.
Just one of those I enjoyed watching.
Bottom of the 5th. Goreville over Harrisburg in softball 4-0.
Yeah.
So far.
Makes sense.
Softball, Massac County won today over our team from Arkansas 9-1.
Huh.
Don't have a name, though. Don't have a windshield, though.
Just from Arkansas. That's a foul ball deep over the parking lot. It remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on, nobody out. Of course, Rolling gets us started in this top half of the third inning. We're still looking for a score from Brennan Klein Field. So glad to have you on WMIX. Thank you for listening. Ground ball to the shortstop on the 2-2. Williams will fire over to first. And I really like the connection the Rams have there from short to first with Matthew Williams to Colton Nutter.
A lot of experience. Of course, Williams played second last year. And when you make that switch, you think, well, it's not very far to move on the diamond But a lot of different things, a lot of different footwork. Matthew won't have as much time as he did second to get the ball to first base. Now, there's a lot of adjustment in the offseason, a lot of hard work for him to play there.
Of course, we'll see the left-handed bat at Carter Price. He walked his last time, but was later stranded on second base. He'll take a first pitch strike for 0-1. We're here in the third inning, still looking for a score, but the bases are empty with one out for Mattoon. Flota working pretty well, pretty effectively today as a ground ball contact pitcher. Misses low, however, on the 0-1, and it becomes 1 ball and 1 strike.
Not a strikeout guy. He's got to come out, let contact, let the defense do the work.
Here comes the 1-1. Just misses low. 2 balls and a strike, not a Price. With Ryan Sparks on deck, and of course Colton Metter, we're talking about him and Matthew Williams a second ago. The plays that he's been able to make when he has been pulled off the bag, whether it's going for a tag or getting that foot back down, have been nothing short of incredible. High bouncer back to Flota. Fires over to Colton at first base, and 1-3 will be your second out. That's a good play off of the mound for Trevor.
Hopped right up. His big frame helped him there. That tall frame of his, long and lanky, allowed him to jump up and get that. Then toughest thing a pitcher's got to do, you're throwing off the mound, and then to run over and throw to first. That's one of the tougher things you don't think. It's kind of like a layup in basketball. Looks easy, but it's not that easy.
No doubt about that. As Sparks will stand in and rips one for the first base hit of the Green Wave. It's in the left field, picked up by Bradford. It'll be held to a single, and a 2-out single for Sparks. And again, their first base hit of the day is that'll bring up Brian Hutchison, who flew out to left on a great play by Pat Bradford earlier.
Little eraser trick, a little stifly.
I see what you're doing.
So I'm loosening it up, chewing on it, and
scared me there for a second.
Oh, I'm good.
Like we just ate.
Well, that, or you think I've been around certain individuals that...
Well, that was my other thought, but I wasn't going to go there.
I've seen that done before. Time or two over the years.
Time or 1,000.
They want to eat it, let them eat it.
Hugo on first pitch misses high to Hutchison.
Eventually it's going to be nasty. It used to be the old glue paste. The paste glue, you pull out the thing, but that's gone by the wayside now. You don't even see that.
Oh, man. Runner up first, 2 outs, stop 3, no score. 1-0 pitch on the way to Hutchinson. Possible pitch out there to
kids today don't know what they're missing. They had markers, had scents on them. You shouldn't have been sniffing back in the day. Now they don't do that. Permanent markers, and then the old glue paste.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Rubber cement was scary. I was never allowed to touch that.
Never.
As they check on the runner at first, back when they had first dive. There are things I've never been entrusted with in life. Power tools and rubber cement.
Rubber cement was an old yearbook thing back in the day.
Because I'm the guy that would take a saw and just start whatever. 2-0 coming. Ooh, Swan a miss. That was a good time.
Did you ever have to make the proverbial gun rack back in the day?
No. I never took shot class or anything.
That was a junior high thing at Waltonville. You had to make a gun rack in 8th grade.
Pretty sure. I can imagine the guidance office in VTHS had a do-not-enroll list for shot classes for me. Outside corner to be a strike. The throw down to second is not in time. Is in there safely with the stolen bases.
Hit and run. Hit and run was on. Sparks got a good run at it, but was able to sneak in an attack. Young did a good job of catching up to Sparks and making it a closer play than what it really was going to be at second base.
Yes.
Quick release. Catcher's footwork and release are a couple things that will help.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the top of the third. Runner on second base makes it an RBI chance for Hutchinson. Here comes the pitch, fouls it back to us, and the count remains 2-2. Top 3 with no score. This is game 1 of a doubleheader. Of course, we'll take a break between games, and we'll come back probably about 20 minutes or so after the end of game number 1. 2-2 is the count with 2 gone. They allow the players, get a little something to eat. Rest it off a little bit. 2-2 coming in the dirt. 3-2. Runners going to third base. The throw is going to be a great cutoff there by Harrison because that was going to be a little off the mark to the right into left field.
Young probably should just held on to that. Mino played. That pit runner was about halfway to third maybe, and probably should just held on to it. Rushed that throw, swung it a little bit 3/4, and started tailing on him, and Harrison made a good play to keep it on the infield.
So it's full count with 2 outs. Runner on third base, top of the third. And here comes, and that is going to miss low and away to Hutchinson. Good at bat. And it puts runners at the corners now for Alex Stone.
I think you've got to be careful here. Stone got to walk his last at-bat, had that 11-12 pitch at-bat his last time up. I think you've got to be careful here. It wouldn't shock me to see Mattoon try some hijinks, maybe some runner movement here in the second or third pitch of this at-bat.
As in steps Alex Stone. Walked his last time up, was later stranded at first base. Runners at the corners here with the Green Wave threatening in the top half of the third, looking for the first score of the game. With 2 outs, here it comes. And this is going to be a pop-up. Could get the Rams out of trouble as Pike will give chase, settles for it in the outfield, and makes the grab. We are through 2.5, still no score. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
How do the best continue to get better? Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. We're no different than any team. When you're at the top of your game, the best want to play for you. That's why, with the addition of our new shop foreman and the rest of our body shop crew, Landers now has a combined experience of over 70 years in dealing with the best parts and repair finishes on the market. This means when you walk into Landers, you can breathe a little easier knowing that your vehicle will receive the best quality repair by the best certified technicians within a reasonable amount of time. Again and again, we work directly with most insurance companies and have loaners and rental vehicles on site for your convenience. We're proud to not only be the standard, but to keep raising the bar in collision repair. Come meet the staff, take a tour of our facilities, and get to know the Landers crew that Landers Collision has so proudly acquired. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Give us a call, 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Of course, we're glad to have you on WMIX Mount Vernon. A free service from Withers Broadcasting. We head to the bottom half of the third inning. For the Rams, we'll see 9-1-2 as Nate Peninsky will make his first plate appearance. Followed by Matthew Williams and Landon Thomas against this crafty left-hander from the Green Wave, Austin Warham. What a day he has had. 4 strikeouts. Off to a good start. Mr. Warham, even though he's pitching against Mount Vernon today, it's a pleasure to watch pitch through 2 innings. Going to enjoy his work today. Been very enjoyable thus far. Peninsky will step in and get the inning started, presented by Community First Bank. First pitch is going to be high and away. Ball 1 to Hayden. Got to start the past couple afternoons at second base. See how he factors into the Rams lineup the rest of this year. 1-0 coming. This is going to be a high pop fly. Is definitely affecting this one. Could be trouble on the outfield for Hartbank. Nope, he'll get settled. It goes back to his right to make the grab.
It is a tough fly ball day. If you're out in the outfield and looking at the outfielders right now, some with, some without glasses going on, the irritable thing for me is a pet peeve is you have glasses on top of your hat to look cool. That's great, but you're not wearing them. No clouds in the sky. It's any kind of pop-ups or fly balls. You got nothing to judge it with. It's a tough day today to catch those pop-ups and fly balls.
Definitely can be. Williams will stand in as he lays down a bunt to the right side. Walked his first time up. Pitcher gets to it. Warm turns around, but it throw pulls the first baseman Stone off of the bag. And we have a runner on first. First person pronoun. Throw 25 cents in the jar. The Rams have a runner on first.
Second error on the day for Mattoon. I don't think Williams was going to beat that one out. And I was impressed the way Warren got off the mound, especially him having to fall to the third base side. He got off the mound pretty well getting down to first base, but just threw the throw a little wide there.
Of course, he had the old lefty turn and throw. 1 out, runner on first base, bottom of the third. Now Thomas going to bunt one, foul in the air. The catcher will not be able to catch up, but Farmer gave it a good try. It'll be 0-1 for LT.
Those of you wondering about my pet peeve of baseball is guys who have these fancy Oakleys or sunglasses, and they don't have the flip downs like in the day, but they have those sunglasses sitting on top of their hat right now on a sunny day with no clouds. That don't do you any good. You can't pull those off your hat and put them on fast enough to see pop flies.
That is no easy transition.
That, to me, would be a fine. That's like if you had football gloves.
Like kangaroo court?
If you had gloves on in football and you drop a pass, take them off. Is it like here?
Nothing in 1 to Thomas, runner on first. Williams gets back in.
Yep. Matthew Williams.
I thought the mechanic said safe. My apologies.
No, he went back to first, and then I don't know if somebody heard something or if he heard somebody or what, but he kind of delayed it back in, and when he delayed it back in, that allowed the tag to be made. Don't know what happened there.
So 2 outs now. 0-1 pitch is going to be a ground ball to second base. Warfield will pick it up, makes the throw over to Stone. And that'll do us through 3 innings. Still no score. Rams and Mattoon. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Welcome back to Personal Banking is more than our tagline at Community First Bank. It's the truth. From our 5 locations in Jefferson County, the debit cards tied to local schools that we offer, the dozens of scholarships we provide to local youth, and even our president who sits at the front door. The Community First Bank difference is apparent. Our mission as Jefferson County's premier community bank is to provide the best customer service around. Stop by one of our 5 locations and experience true personal banking. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
startup businesses and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
Back to Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back, Brendan Klein Memorial Field, as we head to the top of the 4th inning for the Green Wave. It'll be Peyton Hartbank, Mitch Gott, and Rhett Farmer for Mattoon. We are scoreless through 3 as we now begin the top half of the 4th. Trevor Flota will begin a 4th inning worth of work. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We're on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. We appreciate all of our sponsors, especially our Ram boosters. Sarah Stanley Financial. What you don't know or understand about your existing policies can end up hurting you and your family. With the right help from Country Financial, most any family can achieve financial security. Help a plan to meet your goals. Your Country Financial rep in Mount Vernon, Sarah Staley, as the first pitch of the inning is good for a strike to the lefty, Peyton Hartbank. Ground out to second his last time up. This time, plops one foul over toward the third base fence, and it'll be 0-2.
Well, it's one of those days. Pitcher's delight, wind blowing in, kind of chilly. Both teams have had opportunities. Mount Vernon, especially early on, haven't been able to cash anything in yet.
Try to cash in the 0-2. Popped high, left side of the infield, from my perspective. And it'll be picked up by Matthew Williams. Calls off the third baseman Harrison. Good play, and that's 1 out.
That's when I'd have him come in there and say, hey, why are you wearing those sunglasses? I'll have them, thanks.
Do you want him doing them too?
He's got some on his
Oh,
hat.
man.
Yeah.
Can't have it.
Can't have that.
Oh, not Colt at first, too.
Matter's got him on his hat at first.
But, hey, you know what? As well as they're playing defensively, maybe it works.
I don't like it.
Ooh, eek.
Didn't snap that curveball. Got away from him to Godden as he grounded short his first time up.
Oh, the right-handed batter gets ahead of the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Game 1 of 2 today. We have both of them for you here on WMIX as we bring you every pitch of Rams baseball. Every game, every pitch, every out, every win, every loss. 1-1 the count here on the batter. Got nobody on and 1 out at the top of the 4th. Still no score. Ooh, a ground ball picked up by Colton. Batter will pick it up. Goes over to first base, steps on the bag. 3 unassisted is your second out. That'll bring up Rhett. Oh, well. Yes, Rhett Farmer.
Grounded to short his last time. Trevor needs a quick inning, kind of get him over the hump to the halfway point of this game. On a doubleheader day with 5 games next week, you need your starters to eat up a lot of innings today.
Yeah, you do. First pitch to the left, he's going to sneak in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Okay. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and the base is empty in the top of the 4th. Still trying to find a score. Don't have one yet. That's going to catch the outside corner. And it's 0-2. Oh, my. Farmer, the lefty, working against Flota, the pitcher for the Rams. Folks, that one opposite way. It's going to be left field line well foul. Stays 0-2. Game number 2 probably going to get underway about half an hour or so after the end of game 1. A lot of the players get a little bite to each. Traditionally, how you'd see it worked. We assume it'll be the same today as the 0-2 dips around in the dirt inside to the batter, Farmer, the lefty. 1-2. Allegedly, we're back on the air Monday with Rams baseball. 4:15 your pregame as the Benton Rangers come to town. 1-2 coming, fouled off toward the his favorite side, the batting cage over in left field.
Well, right now, everything's alleged as far as Jefferson County North.
Well, we know we'll be here if there's a game. All right. I think we'll see Benton. We'll have Benton twice this year. 3 times if you count softball. 1-2 coming. Ground ball, come back to the Flota. The pitcher fires over to first. Better with the grab. And we are through 3.5. Still no score. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
The Medicine Shop wants to become your pharmacy of choice. It's so easy to transfer your prescription. All it takes is a phone call from you. And the Medicine Shop will take care of the rest. They accept Medco, TRICARE, Express Scripts, and many 90-day plans as well. Plus, you'll find their pharmacy staff so helpful. No long wait times, no hassles getting in and out of their pharmacy. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
In almost every case, if a person has PPO or HMO insurance where they pay a copay at the cash register, that copay will be identical wherever you go. And even if your card says Humana or Walmart or Walgreens, chances are you can use that prescription card anywhere. Just to be sure, give us a call and we can tell you over the phone if that's the case with your specific plan.
Don't forget to ask the Medicine Shop about delivery service to your home or workplace. Convenience and friendliness, all for the same cost. Only at the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
Rams baseball is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. See Debbie and Wanda at their Woodlawn location, just across from the grade school there, downtown Woodlawn. Community First Bank welcomes you back to personal banking, member FDIC. They're also the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Lady Rams, and Jefferson County basketball showcase. Pretty well your voice of high school sports on WMIX. We head to the home half of the fourth with 3, 4, and 5. The meat of the order due up. Colin Young, Colton Metter, Pat Bradford. As we still seek that first run of the ball game. No score between the Rams and Mattoon. The JV team's battling out right now. I believe that game's still going on up in Coles County. First pitch of the inning is going to be right to the buttocks of Colin Young. Puts a runner aboard.
Good start, courtesy runner. Anybody home?
Of course, Colin Young, one of our 780 Twitter followers. Not bragging about the number, I just looking at it.
Clayton Reeves trying to get a coat off, a hat off.
So
Reeves, borrow a helmet.
Clayton's another one of our Twitter followers. We hope you'll do the same. We're on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Give us a follow. Stay in the game. As Metter will stand in with nobody out and a runner on first base. Reeves, of course, is just mentioned by DC to my left. I'm Chris Hugo. DC is Danny Czerwinski. Metter will stand in. Shows bunt. Ooh, good to pop up. Bunt caught by the pitcher. The turn and throw. Reeves will knock it back in time just like that. That's my pet peeve. Double play.
Nothing really you could do. Popped up bunt. Pitcher stepped off the mound, made a nice play. 1-3 on the foot out. Double play. That'll hurt an inning right out of the gate. That bunt, you got to make sure it gets down first. See things. Batter's got to put the ball in play, and he'd drop that bat. When you drop the bat, the ball's going to go in the air.
First pitch to Pat the bat. As the right-hander will take a strike on the inside.
I like this strike zone today so far. It's big, it's wide. Just get up there and swing. We're not going to mess around. And that's the way it should be at the high school level.
I like these unis as alternates. 0-1 coming. I think these are their everyday pants, however. It's going to be a soft ground ball, second base side. Pat trying to beat it out. The throw just beats him to the bag, and that'll be a 4-3 to retire the side through 4. No score. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Tax time means savings time. Use that tax refund at Second Chance Auto to purchase the best quality used vehicle around. In fact, in their 32-year history, the selection has never been better at Second Chance Auto. Clean, dependable, and great-looking cars, trucks, minivans, and a huge selection of small, mid-size, and full-size SUVs. Most priced under $10,000 with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Yes, your tax refund is your ticket to the vehicle you've always wanted. At Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back, Rams baseball. We head to the top of the fifth. For the Green Wave, I believe it'll be 8-9-1. Clay Warfel, Gunnar Rowling, and Carter Price for Mattoon. Because I forgot to write down how the last inning ended. I believe 1-3. Oh.
Top of the fifth, Flota's thrown 64 pitches through 4 innings. Been pretty efficient. As I said, you got to have some innings ate up by your starters today, with 2 games today and then 5 next week, allegedly.
That's what they tell us. Foul back on the first pitch. It's 0-1.
I think it's you and Mr. Reeves back there in a battle with the motorcycle and these other people parking back here.
Our friend is back there.
Yes. Oh, nice pitch. Nice off-speed curveball there. That ball dropped in there. And you could tell that Warfel was going to go the Bugs Bunny 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out before the ball got there.
0-2 count. Here comes inside. Punched out on the corner, and that'll be a strikeout for Flota to the backwards variety. And that'll be your first out of the innings. That'll bring up Gunnar Rowley.
Mattoon's got a tradition of baseball, not only at high school level, but Legion as well.
Sure,
they
they
have a
do.
tournament during the summer, a big tournament, and they're always seem to be always in the running of Legion stuff in late July. That stuff's going on.
Our scoreboard updates today are presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. We'll tell you about Anthony after the first pitch to Rolling high and tight. It is 1-0. Tony Wilt, glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look at the white State Farm Jeep around town. The 1-0 pitch with the bases empty and one out will tail outside and low. And Rolling.
Trying to throw a little hard there. Got out of his mechanics a little bit. Looked good on the radar gun, but not good in the strike.
And it's a 2-0 count. Flota out of the windup. The right-hander will fire, and that's going to miss outside, a little low, 3-0.
Probably wasn't a strike because the catcher had to reach over his body to get it. A lot of times umpires won't give you that. The umpire's sitting up on the inside corner.
3-0. It'll be obligatory as he shows bunt, pulls back. It will. 3-1. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios today, the alternate version. Driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, FordSquare.com, or find them on Facebook. As it's going to be a 3-1 pitch, missing well outside, for a one-out walk to Rolling. We'll revert back to the top of the order to Carter Price, who's 0 for 1 today. Walked and has a stolen base back in the first, but was later stranded. Looking to get his first base hit on the afternoon as the lefty will stand in against Trevor Flota for a third time. 1 on, 1 out, top 5, no score. Rams and Mattoon, a great rivalry that's been developed over the past however many seasons. Rams also used to play a doubleheader on Saturdays with Geneseo as they would come down right around spring break time. No longer play the Maple Leafs. Sure, like many schools, travel's become an issue. 1-0 is going to catch outside. 1-1. 1-1. With no score. Top 5. Runner on first. This is going to be a golf shot. Ooh, it's going to be right center field. Shouldn't be a problem for Landon Thomas. What would be difficult for most is a can of corn.
Well, ball hit like that into that wind out there that's coming across the right center field fence blowing in. That ball sits up there and says, here it is. If you're playing golf, it'd be an extra club and a half, maybe 2 in that direction. Probably 1.
It's not a fast wind. Not a lot of velocity to it, but it's stiff.
Pestering. You'd have to swing over a club, probably.
First pitch seen by number 2, Ryan Sparks. 1 for 2 today. Fouled off over our right shoulder, 0-1. I believe he singled his last time up.
Probably 2 clubs. Cold as it is and the wind blowing, you'd have to lay at least 2 gloves in the wind to get the actual yardage of what you want.
That makes sense. 1 on, 2 out, top 5, no score. High fastball from Flota will miss, and it's 1-1. Good grab by Colin Young behind the plate. Rams pretty sound defensively. Of course, your defense for the Rams, left to right in the outfield, is Bradford, Thomas, Pike. Around the horn, of course, it's Harrison, Williams, Paninsky, and Metter. The runner going off at first. Young will frame the pitch on the inside corner, no throw.
That was just a great pitch to go off of, and with the off-speed pitch, it turned out to be strike 2 on Sparks, but nothing that Colin Young could do to throw the runner out on an off-speed pitch.
No. Wise decision, but a great pitch. 1-2 the count with 2 gone. The batter is Sparks. Here comes the pitch from Flota on the way. Another golf shot, this time left center field. Landon Thomas, the man who controls center field, makes back-to-back grabs to end the inning. We are through 4.5, still looking for a score. This is Rams Baseball, game number 1 from WMIX Sports.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
I'm Jason Lord with a look at your next round weather. It'll be cloudy but warmer for this afternoon, high of 54. Cloudy for tonight as rain arrives. The rain can mix with snow across northern areas, low of 35. Cloudy and colder, we do see a mix of rain and snow, becoming all snow by the afternoon. Snow will accumulate around 2 to 4 inches into the evening hours. Temperatures nearly steady or falling through the 30s. Then it will be cloudy and cold with a few flurries on Monday, the high 38. Next round weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back. Brendan Klein Field here in the city of Mount Vernon. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside. The Rams battling Mattoon in a doubleheader today. This is Game 1. We'll have Game 2 for you as well here on AM 940 and online at WMIXsports.com. As we near the top of the 2 o'clock hour, we also near the bottom of this batting order. Thought we were getting close to the top. It'll be Trevor Flota, Jake Pike, and Sawyer Harrison. For the Rams, as Austin Warren will come back out for a fifth inning. He's been nothing short of spectacular today with 4 strikeouts. A 4-pitch inning his last time. This is going to be a Tomahawks ground ball, second base side, picked up by Warfel. Fires across and in time, and that's going to go down as a great play on the 4-3 putout. Had to run away.
To his right, backhanded it, set himself. Good, strong throw to first. Got floated by a step.
We will look for a Red Lake College player of the game this one. And, of course, Red Lake College and WMIX Sports wish the best of luck to the RLC Warriors tonight. National Junior College Athletic Association Division II Men's National Championship game tonight. We wish the best of luck to the Warriors.
NJCAA.
There you go.
SW.
Those of you who keep it score at home. Bunt shown by Pike, trying to bunt his way on for a base hit.
Third cousin to SIJHSAA.
You betcha. They have a state championship tournament going on today. Volleyball
at Pinckneyville, Heron, and Nashville.
There you go, SM&L. Not in that order. Here comes. It's going to be inside the Pike.
S of the Heron, M at Nashville, and L is at Pinckneyville.
County well represented in Class F.
Waltonville's an S.
St. Mary's as well. They battle each other. That's over probably by now. 1-1 coming. Swung and a miss on the fastball. 1-2. Of course, Red Lake College can save you thousands your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to find out how. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jake Pike at the plate. Left-handed bat against the left-handed pitcher, Austin Warren, with the bases empty and 1 out in a scoreless bottom half of the 5th inning. Warren trying to get out of the inning in another short order, and this is going to be fouled off behind us over our left shoulder this time. Still 1-2. Got that out of the way. Got that and that. Ooh, Pike will stand back in after a bit of respite. We wait the 1-2 pitch with 1 gone. Screen from seeing the pitcher. Warm getting ready maybe to wind and fire. Can't see. 1-2 the count. 1 out, and the bases are empty in the bottom of the 5th inning with no score. Getting set, Warm will wind and fire, and that's going to miss high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good eye. Kneel down.
Neil Mount Vernon needs a breakthrough at bat. Needs something here to make Warren throw some pitching. Only 38 to this inning.
Lefty will wind and fire, comes inside, and that be a little bit of deception. That'll be a strikeout number 5 now for Warren, and that'll bring up Sawyer Harrison. The base is empty at 2 out.
Got some action down in the Mount Vernon bullpen. Not sure who it is. Somebody wearing sleeves. We'll get a number down there. I would say Trevor Flota might be able to go another inning.
Probably. Game 1 of 2 is the first pitch to Harrison. Sneaks outside. 1 ball and no strikes. You're tired of big corporate banking. You have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home. The Dick sign of Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Remember FDIC, as this is going to be swung and a miss. Closer to the middle that time. The count's even. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fininsky on deck.
See a lot of big swings right now from Mount Vernon. Not a lot of thoughts of taking it back up the middle. A lot of big swings trying to pull one out of here.
I thought they had a run. They're half of the first, but apparently, well, we'll leave it at that. It's going to miss high. 2 balls and a strike to Harrison. We'll leave it at that. 2 gone. The bases are empty. The home half of the 5th here from Brendan Klein Memorial Field. Top of the 2 o'clock hour. We'll take care of that possibly in just a moment after the 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swung and a miss. 2-2. Well, we see if we get another at bat first. 2-2 is the count with 2 gone. Could be headed to a break, which would make that fairly pointless. Base is empty with 2 gone in the 5th. No score. Pitch on the way inside. It'll be 3-2. Full count. Oh, that was a
back
good pitch.
Harrison off the plate. That was a good pitch. I'd go back in there again because I don't think the umpire wouldn't call that 2 times in a row.
The full count. 5th inning. In the home half, the base is empty. Harrison trying to keep it alive. Here it comes. Pops this one foul. We'll pause for station identification. This is Rams Radio.
This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball on AM 940 WMIX Mount Vernon and WMIXsports.com. Free services from Withers Broadcasting.
Free services indeed. We're thankful to have you with us. Glad that you allow us to provide those services on behalf of our sponsors. Like the official voice of the Rams and Lenny Rams, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Full count pitch coming. It's going to miss high to Sawyer. And with that opportunity arising, that'll bring up Hayden Paninsky. A 2-out walk to Harrison gives the Rams some new life here in the bottom of the fifth.
Good at-bat. That's what Mount Vernon needs. Put some long at-bats together. Warren's not worked very hard here this afternoon as far as pitch count. And it almost is, it's as if he looks effortless every time out there. As I think we have a side session to our left behind the third base dugout. First pitch on the way now to Paninsky. It's going to be a strike. That's long
the inside corner.
Day. Fulkerson threw Wednesday against Waterloo, so today being the fourth day, third day off, he's going to get some long throws in behind the dugout.
0-1 the count here to Paninsky. Runner on first base, 2 outs, high strike, but it's a strike nonetheless, which makes it 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. A runner on first base, bottom of the fifth, still no score. 0-2 is the count to Paninsky. Warren gets set, out of the stretch he comes. Tomahawk to short. Hutchison picks it up, some trouble on the bobble, goes to second, and it's dropped by the second baseman covering Warfield. So take your pick on the air.
I'm going to go E6. That's Mattoon's third error of the day by my count. Just had time, and he bobbled it, and he looked up and thought he wasn't going to get Paninsky, so tried to rush throw into second. You got to credit Sawyer Harrison for hustling in the second on what looked to be an easy play that wasn't.
That'll bring in Matthew Williams. Represents the game's lone run, had it counted. Here comes the pitch on the way. Ooh, swing at the outside pitch, falls behind 0-1. Of course, in case you join us, back in the first, our only threat of a run at the plate was Matthew Williams, gone down to the 7-5-2 row. Back in the first. Looked like he may have been safe, but it's called out. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the fifth, no score. It's an 0-1 count on Williams. Pitch is coming down and in. You can tell that's where he's going to pound this time. 1-1. We get some scores again in just a moment. Probably the next half inning, unless this one continues for a while. Presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. Tell you more about Anthony at that time. 1-1's the count here on Williams. A 2 on and 2 out. Pitcher Warm comes to the plate. Going to miss well inside that time, and it's 2-1. Five games for you on the air next week, and of course, all of those weather permitting. Benton Rangers come to town Monday. Rams travel to Effingham Tuesday. Lombard Montini on Wednesday, as this is going to be right down the plate, fouled off over our right shoulder, and the count's even now, 2-2. Thursday, Alsop comes to town, and Friday it'll be the DuQuoin Indians. So on spring break, when you might be able to get some road trips in, they're all except for 2, except for 1, all road trips. Yep. 2-2 the count with 2 gone. 2 aboard here for Matthew Williams, and the off-speed will get past. That's 6 strikeouts on the day for Austin Warren. We are through 5. The Rams strand a couple, but still no score. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ida. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With full contact coal miner training at Red Lake College. Learn in our new 20,000 square feet coal mine training center. Use real equipment like continuous miners and power sitters, and check out the new mine rescue and fire safety training tunnel. Associate degree and occupational certificates available.
We're full contact, hands-on coal mining. Real equipment, real live, all the time.
What are you waiting for? Call 618-437-5321 and get started.
Back to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back to Rams Baseball. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. We'll have a new Ram pitcher here in the 6th. Thomas Weber will take the hill. Trevor Flota will move to second base. Hayden Paninsky comes out of the game for all intents and purposes. Pretty good day, I thought, DC. Looks like our lines match a 5 innings pitch with just 1 hit allowed. 4 walks, though, so the whip is right at 1. Not bad. And 2 strikeouts today, of course, for T. Flo. Not a bad effort on the hill. It's just unfortunate, no offense.
That's a good effort. I mean, just to get the offense, as you said, through well. 4 walks, 2 Ks. I mean, not a bad start. And, again, you have to be pleased for Trevor. You didn't get the win today, but, hey, that's one of those you feel very good about what went on.
Of course, one of our Rams boosters is Sarah Staley. Tomorrow is the day that anything can happen. Are you ready? When you meet with Sarah Staley at Country Financial in Mount Vernon, you get a one-on-one relationship and a plan to meet your goals. Country Financial. What's your idea of financial security?
Well, we need to
find out.
Mount Vernon's got to get some runs. No score. Now, by my count of scorekeeping, there's only been 3 hits in the game total, 2 by Mount Vernon, 1 by Mattoon. Mattoon, though, has had 3 errors in the game, and Mount Vernon's not been able to take advantage.
Well, I'm in complete agreement on the book.
Okay.
Of course, I tend to punish the defender maybe more than I should.
do.
First pitch of the inning is to Ryan Hutchinson, who leads it off, and this is going to be down the right field line. Gets out of play.
I'm not one to give hints for guys that should have thrown you out.
Hutchinson, Stone, and Hartbank start us off at the top of the 6th. Still no score. Game number 1 between the Rams and Green Wave. One of a doubleheader. Both of those games will be right here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com as the 0-1 is going to dip a little low. 1 ball and 1 strike to Hutchinson. Hutchinson, not just a town in Kansas. We wait the 1-1. Weber on the hill. Fastball is going to catch high, and it's 1-2. All right. So as we told you, Trevor Flota done after 5. Pretty good day on the hill. He moves to second base. Weber out of the lineup on 1-2 comes. Ooh, good off-speed stuff that time. It's fouled off. Staying alive is Hutchinson. It remains 1-2. We'll have your Heartland Accounting post-game stats and our Schmidt Chevrolet post-game show after this one. Although at this rate, it could continue to keep going. No score here from Brendan Klein Memorial Field on the top of the 6th with nobody out. It's 2-2 count out of Hutchinson as he takes in the dirt.
Flota only threw 78 pitches today. Did efficient effort, just, like the other pitcher, Warren, for Mattoon, not in the offense right now.
That'll happen. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Make or break. Nope. It's going to be a ground ball. Ooh, nice play. Off of a tough hop by Williams. Fires to first in time, and that'll be a 6-3 for your first down.
That ball got up on him. Hands low for that ground ball, and the ball at the last hop flipped up, almost hit him in the head. That's a good play. I mean, this infield, it's grassy, and it's not in bad shape. But, boy, there's a lot of humps and clumps and a lot of dormant grass out there that's really not giving a true hop when the ball bounces out to an infielder.
On 1 away now. The base is empty for Alex Stone. Over 1 today. Walked back in the first. Flew out to right his second time up. And here in his third plate appearance, he will take a ball low for 1-0 to get ahead in the count. Community First Bank of the Heartland has familiar faces, possibly in different places. They continue to grow at Community First Bank. 5 Jefferson County locations. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. And just like that, it's 2-0 to Stone. See what happens on the 2-0. It's going to miss high 3-0. Get you some scores from around the area here in just a moment. Maybe after we see what happens with a 3-0 pitch to the batter, Alex Stone. 1 out, nobody on. Top half of the 6th inning, no score. Outside corner, good pitch. Good pitch, and it's 3-1. Green Wave trying to get something going here in the top half. Pitch on the way down the middle. It's going to be a ground ball. Good play by Flota. Picks up, fires to first. Good stretch there by Colton Metter. 4-3 is your second out. Let's get some scores in.
Harrisburg beat Rochelle 5-4. Murphy over Goreville 7-3. That's baseball. Softball, Alton beat Jersey 6-4. Pinckneyville over Vienna 5-1. And Goreville beat Shawnee 13-1. Goreville's up 5-0 on Harrisburg right now in the 5th.
And Tony Will, glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWill.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town. As the left-hander, Peyton Hartbank, stands in 0-2. Takes the first pitch fastball in the outside corner. The lefty falls behind 0-1. Next one's on the way. That's a well-located pitch by Thomas Weber. The righty fires it in there for a strike. The upper left-hand edge of the zone from where we sit. No balls, 2 strikes. Base is empty, 2 outs. Still scoreless, top 6. Next one on the way, Tomahawk. This is going to be foul over the third base dugout. Remains an 0-2 count. The kids will chase after the foul ball. This is a lone kid this time.
Yeah, he's lone duck. He's going to get it himself.
Oh, no, here comes the lagger.
He's got a lagger. Kid in yellow found it, though.
There we go.
Watch out. Might end up back in play before you know it. Nothing in 2. Here it comes. Ooh, golfs at it. Sends it foul just to the right of us along the brick backstop. And 0-2 remains the count. 2 outs. The base is empty. Colton Meadow will guard the line at first base. Here comes. And, right to Trevor Flota. Makes the stabbing grab. And just like that, we are through 5.5. Still no score. This is Mount Vernon Baseball powered by Community First Bank.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica, Jerry Newman. Does State Farm offer more discounts to more drivers?
Yep, like the good driver discount.
So it's for good, but not great drivers.
No, Jerry. There's also the multi-line discount.
For calling from multiple lines while driving.
You should never use a phone while driving.
I only make calls from my car when I'm stuck in a ditch or something.
Are you in a ditch?
Yes, I am.
State Farm offers more discounts to more drivers than any other insurance company. Get to a better state.
One more reason to call State Farm agent Tony Wilton Mount Vernon at 242-1421.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. And when there are back problems, pain is always a constant companion. The Orthopedic Center also specializes in pain management, so put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back to Rams baseball. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. From your WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler. How great is that? A Hertz rental car agency right there on location at 1603 Broadway. So whether you need a new or pre-owned vehicle or you just need a short-term getaway, go to King City Chrysler Center. Find them on Facebook or log on to kingcitychrysler.com. No scores. We head to the bottom of the 6. It's 2, 3, and 4 with Landon Thomas, Colin Young, and Colton Metter. First pitch on the way in this lefty-lefty matchup. There'll be a strike on the corner, 0-1.
Only 58 pitches so far for Warren through 5 innings. Been very, very salty here this afternoon.
Indeed. 0-1 coming. Ooh, low into the dirt. 1-1. You got that. Ooh, we're rolling now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom 6, nobody on. Nobody out, obviously, as Landon Thomas gets it started. Warren back out for another inning. This is low and away that time. LT ahead in the count now. 2 balls and a strike. He is 1 for 2. Single back in the first. Ended up at second on the gun down at home, and then grounded out to second his last time up. So 2-1 is the count here as he looks to get aboard to lead off the 6th. Warm set, comes out of the windup, off speed, and swung on a miss, 2-2.
Straight change that time. Fastball motion, changeup.
LT will get set back in. Lefty, an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitcher is warm. Out of the windup, the lefty will fire down the middle, and that's going to be a soft hit ground ball, quickly foul. Remains 2-2.
I need to be running out of that box there because that ball was dangerously close with the hard conditions and the lips and everything to rolling back into fair territory.
Could run your weekend. We'll have a Ridley College player of the game. Ridley College, save thousands in your college education. Find out which of the more than 100 degree or certificate programs is right for you. Log on to rlc.edu. 2-2 the count on the future Warrior, Landon Thomas. Misses over his head. It's full count. According to what I have, anyway. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on.
Feel pretty good. You feel like if he can get on base somehow, Mount Vernon's got a chance to do something this inning.
Kind of feel it, don't you? As this one's going to be poked through the left side. That'll be a leadoff single for Landon Thomas, and there you go.
3rd Mount Vernon hit of the day.
Ask and ye shall receive. As that'll bring up Colin Young with a runner on first and nobody out here as the Rams are going to try to threaten here in the 6th.
You can see how Landon Thomas is on the go over there at first base. Good move by Warren to the base, though. It's going to be cutting down on Landon's lead.
All Stars and Stitches, another of our booster sponsors. You can put a logo on it that Big Dave and the crew at All Stars and Stitches can probably print it. They do engraving as well, banners, plaques, signs, whatever you need. A potpourri of items useful to your business or school or office. The Big David All-Stars and Stitches just west of Benton High School. Our call 435-5555. Runner on first for Young. Nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. Shows bunt, pulls back. That's going to miss up and away for ball one. So 1-0 the count here on Collin. With Landon Thomas off of first base, a slight lead. Stone will hold the runner at first. Pitcher Warm going to fire over to check on LT to keep it honest, and he'll get back safely.
Collin kind of tipped his hand there. He dropped that bat just as he was making a motion. Looked like he was bunting there. See if he still is here.
1-0. Shows bunt. That's going to be popped toward the first base dugout.
Subtle things you learn when you're a pitcher. You can actually get guys to tip things to you, and I think that time he made that move to first on the previous pitch, and Young dropped his hands. That's where catcher, coaches, players see that, and they know, hey, we know what's going on now.
1-1 the count. Thomas the runner off of first. Nobody out. Warm set. He'll come home. That's going to be a good eye. It's going to be high, 2-1.
If you're the pitcher, you want to throw strikes, let them give you an out. You feel your defense can trust you.
Well, hello.
There you go.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 on, and nobody out. Bottom half of the 6th inning, game number 1. Rams and Mattoon. Pitch on the way. Young lays down a bunt to the backstop, and it'll be 2-2.
You're not getting the bat out in front. You got to scoot yourself up in the box a little bit, and you have to have that bat out in front of you and the plate. If you have it behind you lagging like that, and you don't get that bat out, it's going to go foul off to the right side if you're a right-hand bunter.
Warm gets set on the stretch. Eyes the runner at first. 2-2 comes home inside. It's going to dip low as well. Full count.
I think Landon Thomas might be on the move here. 3-2 count, hit and run count. Might need to be going somewhere here.
We'll see what happens. Full count. Will the runner go with nobody out? Bottom of the 6th, no score. Warm gets set. Pitch on the way. Inside, and that'll be a walk. So 2 aboard now for the Rams. Here in this home half of the 6th, as Colt Metter will stand in. He's 0 for 2.
No action in the Mattoon bullpen right now. It is all Warms right now, and got all kinds of things. Now we got a courtesy runner going in at first. We got meeting of the minds at the pitcher's mound. All kinds of bodies going everywhere on the infield.
This break in the action will be presented by the Medicine Shop. As a visit to the mound, Dr. Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, where customer service is their top priority. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski on WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. You guessed it, at WMIX Sports. We're back on the air Monday, we hope, for Rams baseball. They'll battle the Benton Rangers. As Brett Blondie, the former Mount Vernon assistant, though he's been at Benton for quite some time now, makes a return trip here to the King City.
Forward to getting Benton on the radio.
Yeah. They are, too, as we return to Benton, I believe, in later May.
Yeah.
First or second Monday, depending on where the calendar falls. And then we head to Benton on, it'd be the first Monday, because we head to Benton on Wednesday, May the 2nd, for Lady Rams softball, barring any schedule changes. Colton Metter will be the batter, 2 on and nobody out. Home half of the 6th. Rams trying to get a runner on the board.
Mount Vernon plays small ball here. Third baseman's going to hold. First will charge in. They'll wheel around on the defense here. So your optimum is to get it down the third base line.
Better shows bunt. Warm.
And you step off, check the runners, but you're checking what the batter's going to do. Now Mattoon sets their defense and gets ready to go.
Scores today, both games. The updates from around the region will be brought to you by Tony Wilton. Matter pulls the bunt back, fouls it off, and it's 0-1.
Flash,
yeah,
show bunt, and then take that back and short choppy swing, try to put it in play, bounce it over infielders' heads. Interesting to see what Mount Vernon decides to do here.
Tried to lure the third baseman and shortstop in a little bit. First and second are your runners. Nobody on the bottom of the 6th. Well, better try it again. Nope, he's going to lay down the bunt this time. Third baseman wasn't covering. First choice is to third. Look at Colton Metter trying to gun it down to first base. They will make the play on the 1-4, but it advances both runners. And a great effort, great sacrifice there by Colton Metter.
Good sacrifice. Pitcher thought about third. Thomas is ahead of that. Wasn't going to get the out. Metter was hustling down the line. Got thrown out by a step, but his job was done. Put the ball in play. And now You've got Bradford and Flota up with runners at second and third and one out. Infielders come in on all positions.
Pitcher made a great choice. I think even if that's a force out, you're probably not going to get the guy. Landon Thomas headed to third base. Pat the bat stands in with an RBI shot. Runners are on second and third. Bottom of the sixth, no score, one out. Warm the pitcher out of the stretch. The lefty gets set, fires. Bradford bloops one to the left center. This could play to a couple. Thomas will score, and held up at third base will be courtesy runner Ellis.
And what a place hitting. That was one of those that sawed off the bat but had enough air to get distance. Pat Bradford's going to get a pinch hit runner for him, Clayton Reeves at first base.
Had to pause for a second. These are unis. There's some differences in numbers. Tyler Ellis, of course, is number 7. Courtesy running, of course, for the catcher, Colin Young. Pinch runner for Bradford, of course, Clayton Reeves. And the Rams take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the 6th with only one out. Runners are at the corners now for Trevor Flota. Tony Wilk, glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilk.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town.
Now you get some more runs. Pad the insurance a little bit.
Amen to that. Good reference. RBI chance for Flota. Center fielder is playing straight away. Flota shows bunt, pulls back. Reeves will go down to second. That worked out effectively.
Yeah.
So one out, runners on second and third. Definitely an RBI chance for Mr. Flota. We're in the bottom of the 6th, 1-0. The Rams on top here in game 1. Flota wants time, and he'll get it. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, of course. Driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. You can browse their massive inventory online at FordSquare.com. Second and third are your runners. Ooh, breaking pitch that time is fouled off. Fisted foul by Flota.
Glad to see the network.
Yeah, 1-1.
Mount Vernon would love to have another one. You got second and third and one out. You'd love to have another one here. Just kind of some insurance. Mattoon infielders are in at all positions.
Be a good chance for Flota to try to burn the infield. Trying to keep the damage minimal. Warren's pitch is going to be smacked off of the glove of the first baseman, and a run will score. No chance of double play. Safe at first with nobody covering. It's Trevor Flota. Well, how about that?
Give him an RBI single. Mount Vernon with another run. 2 runs now.
And the Rams lead this one 2-0.
Good job by Mount Vernon. Persistence at the plate. Jake Pike has a chance to get something going here, although I think something sneaky could be happening.
We'll see. Runners at the corners, 1 out, 2-0 is the Ram lead in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Pike shows bunt. That one's going to be well outside. 1-0 here to Pike with Sawyer Harrison on deck for the Rams. A 2-0 ball game. Both of the Rams runs have come here in the 6th. That will relegate Mattoon to their last chance in the top of the 7th. Pike gets set, waits for the pitch from Warren. Fouled straight back. And the count is now 1-1. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. 1-1 count here on Jake Pike. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Bottom half of the 6th, a 2-0 Ram lead. Pike ready for the pitch that'll come from Austin Warren. Here it comes, and that one's going to be lined right back to the third baseman. They will have a double play at first base, and that will be 5-3. I think I don't know what I just said there. I think I said grabbed by Sawyer Harrison. Their third baseman's Ryan Sparks, who makes the play, and 5-3 double play will end the inning. But the Rams played a couple. It's 2-0 Mount Vernon. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXsports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday sports show? WMIXsports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXsports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Well, last chance for the Green Wave here in game number 1 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Rams on top 2-0. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski on WMIX and WMIXsports.com, courtesy of Community First Bank of the Heartland. And if you're tired of big corporate banking, you do have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home at 6 on the Woodlawn in Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC, as we are going to have a pinch hitter to start us off at the top of the 7th. Second pitch is on the way as it's now quickly a 1-1 count as it is number 8. What? That's number 8. Oh, didn't look like him as he approached the plate. So it is Godden to start us off. That's a ground ball to third, the 1-1. Good dive to the left by Harris. It fires. And over to first for the out. 5-play. He'll be out number 1.
Play of the game. Picking it nicely at third.
Sawyer Harris, the player of the game. Play of the game. Can't imagine.
Play. The thing there is, you got to not only dive and catch the ball, then you got to hop that up and get that throw over the first because that's the long throw of the diamond.
Of course, as it stands, Thomas Weber in his second inning of work stands to be the winner in this one. Now fires a fastball in there for strike 1 to Rhett Farmer.
The thing for Mount Vernon is seeing guys come out of the bullpen and throw strikes, and that was an improvement needed to be done after earlier in the week.
0-1 on its way now. Goes a little low this time. Just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike to Farmer. Warfel, barring any changes, appears on deck. Red Lake College player of the game will come your way in our post-game show. Will it happen after this half inning? Ground ball near the middle. Good play by Williams. Fires over to first. Off of the knee. Quickly got up and fired it across the diamond. And just like that, you're 2 away. Save thousands of your college education. Visit rlc.edu to see how you can save at Red Lake College.
Left side of the infield's good to go. 2 outstanding plays there.
Dang.
Look at, did you see that? Could have been very well. He got the ball and slid in the second, got up, and then threw it.
Yeah, high inside on a fastball to Warfel. Not a bad pitch, sets the tone.
No.
As Warfel, the second baseman, will stand in. Last chance for the Green Wave. They trail 2-0 with 2 outs, bases empty, top 7. Pitch on the way for Weber is going to be high, and it is 2-0. Really?
Not a ball get out of the bullpen?
Something happens.
Come on, kids. Got to use your equipment better than that.
Get this figured out. 2-0 the count. Here comes the pitch. Catches the inside corner. Well-located pitch that time from Weber. 2 balls, 1 strike. Final shot here for the Green Wave. They trail 2-0 into the bottom half of the 7th. And what a game this has been. 2-1 coming. Swung on a miss. It's 2-2. They're down to their final strike.
I thought he felt quiet down by the third base dugout. Must be warmer over there.
Well, there's some sun shining.
Yeah, there's sun out over that side.
Definitely a lot better over there. 2-2 the count. There's 2 outs. Don't forget, you can listen to us online at WMIXsports.com. It comes high and tight. Full count.
Except when you got headphones on, it might be a little colder.
I see what you're doing. You're testing.
Yeah, see if anybody's listening.
Full count. Like with the lights out one day. Full count with 2 gone, and here it comes. That's going to be a walk. 2-out walk issued to Warfel. It'll bring up a rolling, who now represents the tying run, but still the final shot here for the Green Wave.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, there's a question of hits. I have the same amount of hits that some other people do here.
I think we are right.
I am, too. I don't give hits out for...
Not just for anything.
Just for anything. I have
1 on, 2 outs,
yeah.
Top of the 7th. Rams lead 2-0, and this pitch to rolling is going to be outside.
I don't mess around.
What we have...
I have 2 runs on 5 hits.
2 runs,
Vernon.
5 hits.
And then
no errors for the Rams.
Right. No runs, 1 hit, 3 errors for Mattoon.
Amen. Maybe we can all unify here. 1-0 coming. This is going to be a foul ball over the first base dugout. Well, the play, look out, bus. It's 1-1. No, just split the bus and the vehicle. And then it was well over. 1-1 to count.
You roll the dice.
Yes, you do. Like you do with your NCAA bracket. It's a 1-1. Catches low, but it's good enough for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the Green Wave again down to their final strike. Will Thomas Weber be the winner today? You're in game number 1. We'll have game number 2 probably about a half hour. after the end of this one. Second one, swung and a miss, and the Rams win this one 2-0. Tag applied by Colin Young and a good defensive measure. And we'll take it to our Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. The Rams win this 2-0. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be.
Hi, I'm Bria Ashby with Community First Bank. It's always my goal to make the transition to Community First Bank as easy as possible for our customers. Our handy switch kit helps in doing just that. Whether it's direct deposit, auto transfers, or online banking, I'm here to help. Come see me at our 42nd Street location to open your account today and let me remind you how banking should be. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Zero, zip, zilch, nada. The goose egg is by far my favorite number when it comes to financing. And now, 0% financing is back by popular demand. Hi, Roy Schmidt Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler Center in Mount Vernon. That's right, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for up to 84 months through Ally Financial on the 2013 Chrysler 200 Touring and Limited models. And that's not all. You'll even get $1,000 in customer cash. The Motor City has reclaimed its name with the 2013 Chrysler 200, from the state-of-the-art engine to its rank as an IIHS top safety pick. You'll love everything it has to offer. Come see one of our associates about 0% financing plus $1,000 customer cash at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, or see our inventory online at kingcitychrysler.com. And find us on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Elaine. I've been a nurse with Good Samaritan for many, many years. One of the best things about my job is knowing that I work for a hospital that cares so much about the community. We're dedicated to attracting the best physicians and investing in the most advanced medical technologies. Whether it's radiology, oncology, or advanced heart care, we provide some of the nation's most advanced treatment options right here in Southern Illinois. That way patients never have to travel far from their families to receive the care they need. I'm always happy when families come visit, and starting in 2013, that sort of thing will happen even more. That's when Good Samaritan opens our all-new regional health center. Everything about the new center has been designed with patients in mind. It features all private rooms and family-friendly areas that make it easier for visitors to stay overnight. I can't wait to see what Good Samaritan does with this exciting new facility.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
And we welcome you back to Brendan Klein Memorial Field. It's the finals. The Rams win this one 2-0. Wow, what a win by the Rams. Of course, Schmidt Chevrolet, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, are actually our next-door neighbor at the WMIX Permanent Studios. And what a game by the Mount Vernon Rams. They need to get back to their winning ways. They're 4-2 now. Green Wave fall to 1-1. I think we'll see the tail of the tape in our Heartland County postgames. Now, Mattoon had no runs on 1 hit, had 3 errors. Mount Vernon had 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Your winning pitcher is Thomas Weber. He comes in, gets the win in 2 innings. Austin Warren went the distance, took the loss in a game that took 1 hour and 34 minutes. Mount Vernon goes to 3-2 on the season. Mattoon drops to 1-1 with the Rams winning in the game 1, 2-0. 2 innings and no-hit ball for Thomas Weber. He picks up the win. Rams win this 2-0. Heartland County, your small business expert, gets started right with the folks at Heartland County. 2000 Broadway, Suite 2B. 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B. Your small business expert. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your Red Lake College player of the game here in game number 1. Still have another game up ahead. That'll probably be in about 25, 30 minutes or so. We'll come back to that Red Lake College player of the game here on the Schmidt Chevy postgame show. Rams win this 2-0 in game 1 against Mattoon. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
I'm Jason Lord with a look at your next round weather. It'll be cloudy but warmer for this afternoon. High of 54. Cloudy for tonight as rain arrives. The rain could mix with snow across northern areas. Low of 35. Cloudy and colder. We do see a mix of rain and snow, becoming all snow by the afternoon. Snow will accumulate around 2 to 4 inches into the evening hours. Temperatures nearly steady or falling through the 30s. Then it will be cloudy and cold with a few flurries on Monday, the high 38. Next round weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Too expensive to get back into shape? Not anymore. Ren Lake College's new fitness center is only $53 per semester. They've also thought of everything with universal machines, free weights, treadmills with dedicated TV screens, ellipticals, and more. Qualified dance instructors are also available. Or go at your own pace with DVDs that can be used in the exercise room. Best of all, it's open 7 days a week. Check out the Ren Lake College Fitness Center in the Marketplace off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon. Or log on to renlakecollege.edu/Fit Center.
Listen to us from any device at WMIXsports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski as we wrap up the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Schmidt Chevrolet, our next-door neighbors. See their selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. Time for a Ren Lake College player of the game as the Rams take away a 2-0 victory here this afternoon. There's a lot of great defense. The bats came alive when they needed to in the bottom half of the sixth. Who is our Ren Lake College player of the game?
Trevor Flota. I think he went 5 innings. He didn't get to win today, but he also drove in a run. And unfortunately for him, didn't get any help when he was on the mound, but got the Rams in it, kept them in it for 5 innings, didn't allow a run, and Mount Vernon was able to win with a couple runs in the sixth. That they did. Save thousands of your college education at Ren Lake College. See which of the more than 100 degree of certificate programs is right for you at rlc.edu. That is the end of Game 1. We'll be back in just a moment with Game number 2 between the Mount Vernon Rams and the Mattoon Green Wave. Your final score in Game 1 is 2-0. Winning pitcher, of course, Thomas Weber. Your loser in a tough luck effort is Austin Warm. And that's going to do it for us for now. For Danny Czerwinski, for Jesse Clark, for all the folks at WMIX Sports, on behalf of our sponsors, I'm Chris Hugo reminding you that the Mount Vernon Rams beat Mattoon 2-0. We'll be back with Game 2 here in just a moment. So long for Brennan Klein Memorial Field for now.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and online at WMIXsports.com. Rams Baseball has been presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to personal banking. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. Your home for news, talk, sports, and America's best music. WMIX. Find archived broadcasts of Rams baseball at WMIXsports.com.